And hey, what's up, guys? Just making a quick technical analysis video. This is my first video, so I'll try and keep it brief. And all right, let's see. So we're looking at Bitcoin on the weekly. These lines are just the Fibonacci time tool. That's a separate thing. I was really just gonna look at the consolidation here, which is not particularly interesting. It's very hard to determine which direction it'll break, right? But it is somewhat notable that it's the last similar consolidation we had was back here toward the end of 2018, and we saw what that brought. So it's not to say that the same will happen here, but it could. So something to keep in mind. There's also similar volume in this region, and here we have the volume dropping off to similar levels. A little bit higher maybe, with a couple outliers. But anyway, so that's the weekly. Let's zoom in a bit. And oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Excuse me. So on the I just ate dinner. I know that's great for recording, but so let's see. So here we can very easily see a triangle is forming. Let me just try that real quick. So we got something like this somewhere, and then just the top line, and then we have another trend line coming up here, which so it's you could call it a nice symmetrical triangle. So we are basically at the apex of this triangle, right? And that's it's pretty accurate. So this would suggest that in the next couple days, maybe by the 16th or so or sooner, we may very well either break up or break down from this area, which is the apex there. So that's something to consider. But there aren't really very many clues as to which way it's gonna break. So you could say we had an uptrend here, broke down, and then we're getting a higher low, higher high, higher low. So you could say we're in somewhat of a flat uptrend at the moment. But it is a symmetrical triangle, so it could break either way. So anyway, so what I would do here, oh look, it just kind of slightly went up right there. But so let me zoom in a little more. Okay. Oh yeah, and I was gonna look at the indicators, but they're not really particularly interesting right now. Pretty low volume, even relative to this price action over here. MACD leaning bearish, but it's kind of running out of steam a bit. So I could do something like this, right? Like that. That's possible. Is it gonna do this? Maybe. I don't know. RSI, going sideways. The last state was oversold over here, obviously, and not much info there. I'm very visual with my indicators, other than using obvious levels, but you can also draw trend lines on here and so on, and patterns as well that are just as effective. So let's take a look at the Fibonacci retracement. I'll take that from the swing high here. Get a little too picky there, and all right, to the swing low, which is right there. So we can see that we just had a retracement to the 0.5 Fibonacci here, from this potential impulse move down, although it's debatable whether that is what it is, because it'd also be ABC. For example, this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, some complex corrective structure here, and potential for a fifth wave up, is possible. But anyway, so we're consolidating at the 382, and we did turn around here for about 4% from the 0.5. It's a nice wick there, which just broke above the triangle. Well, I guess it wasn't established that point. But anyway, so what I do at this point is kind of do what I call my voodoo analysis, where I do the arrow, just basically very visual based approach, which is I've actually developed it myself. I haven't seen anyone do it exactly like this. Obviously people use arrows and so on, but what I do is I just think of the arrow as an extension of price and just see what visually looks more likely. Like sometimes it'll be obvious, sometimes not, but you can evaluate different possibilities. If you're considering this arrow as an extension of this price, right, you can evaluate, does this look likely? It's possible. It doesn't look likely to me. And there's more that goes into this. I'm not totally giving away all my tricks, but it is a visual process. I don't see it breaking up right now. I think we're going to retest this level, the 3780 about, and then from there, let's see, from there we can see this. I don't think it's going to go very much. It could go, maybe to 3750-ish, about. I don't think it'll make it down here, but who knows. And then our first target could be up. Well, I'm still liking 4,000 for Bitcoin, so I'm seeing a bit of a fake out, and another move to the upside is my my projection for now. So anyway, thanks guys for watching this. Like I said, it was my first video, so hopefully they'll get a little better with time. Hopefully I can make them a bit more brief, or more to the point, and so on. So anyway, just a quick vid on my thoughts on Bitcoin, and hope you guys have a nice evening. All right.